49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, huge regular season and league playoff games take the spotlight. We have action from the West Catholic League title game, Heritage battles Liberty, and Lincoln takes on Lowell.
We have thrilling softball action with the East Bay League title game, the NCS final for boys volleyball with Amador Valley and Northgate, and the shocking news that changed the lives of this star badminton player's family. It's all next on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Jake Vanderbrook, filling in for Aubrey this week. We start this week in the East Bay League. They held its playoff tournament, and De La Salle finished the regular season in first place with Granada just one game behind.
The two league leaders meeting in the league tournament final game played Thursday at Granada.
All right, De La Salle and Granada for the East Bay League title game. Are you surprised? I'm not. Bottom one, Tommy Brown gets the Amadors going with this single out to left. A few batters later, Mikey Boyd does his job. Grounds one the short. Tyler Spangler gets the out at first, but it's an RBI for Mikey as Tommy scores 1-0 Mets. Great game for Peyton Richards. The senior went 2 for 4, which includes this knockout to right to get the Mets going in the third. Then here's that man, Mikey Boyd, lifting this ball out to right. Man, he cranked that ball. It hits the bottom of the fence for a double as Joey Morosco and Richards scores 3-zip Granada. The Matadors tack on 2 more runs in the 5th, which includes this RBI single by Estevan Duarte as Brown scores 5-zip Mats after 5 innings. Tyler Kennedy was shoving all game long, 6 innings of work, and here the senior gets 2 of his 7 strikeouts in the top of the 6th, but De La Salle would cut the deficit to 4 as Alec Blair cranks this ball out the right center for an RBI double as Antonio Castro scores 5-1 Granada. Top 7, Spartans down to their final out. Here's a bouncer to Boyd, and Mikey slings it over the Chase Nadeau for the final out and let the celebration begin. Back-to-back East Bay League champs as Granada goes on to beat De La Salle 5-1.
Los Gatos and Wilcox in Game 1 of the 2-game set Wednesday. LG has already clinched the Deanza Division title. Wilcox playing for second place. The Wildcats starting pitcher Chase Oberthier gets the K to end the top of the first, bringing up the Cats bats already with a 2-0 lead when Will Temple shoots a line drive through the right side. Brady Simon scores 3-0 Cats. Rowan Smith is up next and he hits a base hit to left field. Julian McMahon scores on the RBI single from Smith, and the first inning rally continues. Bo Musser, a line drive to center field, falls in for a base hit as Smith trots home. Los Gatos leads 7-0 after 1. Top of the 4th, the Chargers now with a runner on second. Gilbert Padilla lines a base hit to the opposite field. Justin Forster comes around to score, and Dub C is on the board. 2 batters later, Samuel Martinez hits it hard, and that is a fair ball. It gets buried down the left field line, and Padilla scores. The Los Gatos lead is now 5. Top of the 5th, it's now 7-3 Los Gatos with a runner on first. Matthew Tiendes hits a deep fly ball to right field, and it's a no-doubter. A 2-run shot for the senior, and that puts the Chargers back in it. The Cats lead is now just 2. Gabriel Razon Barragon throws 4 1/3 shutout innings. The Chargers giving up just those runs in the first inning, but could not overcome that deficit. Top of the 7th, Matt Ludeman retires the Chargers in order. Los Gatos remains undefeated in league, improving to 22-3 on the season.
It's senior day at Valley Christian as Mackenzie Leon is being honored, but the Lancers look to spoil the day. Top 1, Peyton South shoots one out the left for a double to bring home Maya Umiba and Jamie Oakland, 2-zip Lancers. Then it's Isabella Sandoval lifting this ball out the right for an RBI double as Peyton scores, and those Lancers continue to rack up the hits in the first. Gabby Rocha goes up the middle for a ribby, 4-0 Lancers, but don't count out those Warriors. A lot of ball game left. Runners on for Mackenzie Leon, who drives one out the right. This ball is heading to the fence. Scoring is Gabrielle Ho and Sia Marsh. 6-2 Lancers. Then Tiffany Johnson finds the green for an RBI single to bring home Leon. It's 6-3. Now, Hannah Pakis bloops one out the left. Is it fair? Yes! Rolling in the corner, an RBI double. 6-4 Lancers. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 6-5. Make it a tie game as McKenna Blauman smacks one up the middle. Soledad Healy scores. A roller coaster of a game we got here on the hilltop. Still in the fourth. Runners on for Marsh, who grounds one to third, and everyone is safe. Shyla Perlade scores, and Valley Christian has its first lead of the game. We go to the top of the seventh. It's a 9-7 ball game. 2 outs. Tying run is at the plate. Here's a fly ball out the left, but Marsh records the final out. Valley Christian pulls off the upset to clinch a share of the WCAL title. 9-7 was the final.
Off to Bishop O'Dowd High School for the West Alameda County Tournament final between Castro Valley and Alameda. 2 outs in the bottom of the first, and Mia Wong hits it hard to the gap in right center. A 2-out double for Mia puts a runner on for Aaliyah Soderland, who drops a base hit the opposite way. Wong scores from second, an RBI for Soderland, and Alameda scores 1 in the first and tacks on another in the third. Julia Lambert comes up to the plate with 2 on and hits a base knock through the infield. Wong into third. Miley Gradney scores to make it 2-0 Alameda. Castro Valley has some work to do. Bottom of the third, there are 2 runners on for Giselle DeCasas, and DeCasas drives all those runs to La Casa. Castro Valley takes the 1-run lead on the 3-run homer, but it's a tie ball game headed into the top of the 7th. The bases are loaded for the Hornets' hottest hitter, Julia Lambert, already with 2 RBIs in the game, and she drives in 2 more. Desiree Shoblo and Wong score. Julia Lambert, have a day. 2 batters later, it's 6-3 Alameda. Abby Haynes at the plate, and that one is trouble. Emery Urquhart scores 8-3 Alameda after the inning. Bottom of the 7th, Castro Valley down to its final out. Alanis Robertson gets all of that one. A solo shot for the sophomore inches Castro Valley closer. But Lambert would go on to strike out the side, getting the final batter to whiff, and the Alameda Hornets are crowned the WAC tournament champion for the 2nd year in a row. Sophomore Julia Lambert with Player of the Week numbers.
Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
James the Spitter, Rikus Center, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week, 49ers Cow High. Tyler Handbrink on the field showing hustle. Came through in the clutch and he hit a double. 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs. That's what it took to beat the South City side. Crystal Springs really just knows how to shine. What Tyler brings, big hits, he knows when it's time. Got the game-winning hit in the bottom of the 6th. It don't get better than this. Had to give his team a lift. Alexis Weiler, the bat is on fire. Came through when it came down to the wire. A 2-1 victory, they play with some desire. That's the way you play if you wanna go higher. Hit a double to the fence, in the clutch like 100 pence. Man, that game was so intense, cause it came down to the end. The bottom of the 9th is where you earn your stripes. Game winning double, it's a walk-off kind of night. James the Spitter, Rikus Center, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian honors student athletes who are on their own quest for excellence. Here's Skylar Liu from Notre Dame Belmont.
Well, I really want to be a physical therapist. Just like watching what our physical therapist does, it just sounds like, I want to keep working with people, and I need to go to a good college, keep studying, keep working. Softball will always be with me, but it's not everything. I just have to keep working.
Perfect weather and packed stands set the stage for the CCS Swim Championships, and Valley Christian High School made big waves. The men's 200 medley relay team claimed the CCS title, broke the school record, and posted the fastest time in California. Junior Yuri Kuzmenko dominated individually, winning the 53 in 19.65 and breaking his own CCS record in the 100 free with a blazing 43.42, earning his 3rd title of the day. The 200 free relay placed 3rd, and the team finished 4th overall. Next up, the state meet. Become a warrior today at vcs.net. The San Francisco Giants present the Coach of the Week award every week.
This week's Coaches of the Week are Brandy and Cindy Macias from the Liberty softball team. The Lions stayed undefeated in league play with those 2 huge wins last week. Brandy and Cindy Macias, this week's San Francisco Giants Coaches of the Week. Coming up, it's the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game with Heritage and Liberty.
And great baseball action with Northgate taking on Berean Christian when 49ers Cal High Sports continues.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones. But we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here. Because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think our air conditioner is broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering $58 air conditioning tune-ups. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
The Giants and Padres face off in a 4-game series, June 2nd through the 5th.
And another sliding catch by Jung-Hoo Lee.
Secure your seats now at sfgiants.com. Nothing like it.
Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teams every week. Become a 49ers Cal High Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium. The race for the Bay Valley League title has come down to the final week of the regular season. Liberty comes into this week with a perfect 8-0 league record.
Just one game back was Heritage, with the teams playing a home-and-home series this week. We bring you action from Game 1 played on Tuesday. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Our Adrian Soriano was there.
Welcome to Liberty High School as the Bay Valley League title gets decided on the final week of the regular season. The Lions will look to take back the league title behind pitcher Jake Farr. Jake is 3-2 with a 1.92 ERA and 31 strikeouts on the year. On the mound for the Patriots is senior Chase Bernard. Chase is 3-2 with a .93 ERA and 27 strikeouts. It's Liberty and Heritage in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game. Great defense from Heritage early as the Patriots go Aiden Rangel to Alonzo Alvarez to Jason Stevens. That's a double play, no score after one. Top two now, and Jason Stevens crushes the ball deep to left field, just shy of the fence. Jason sprinting into second for a stand-up double, but Liberty gets out of it as Rain Miller fields the grounder and fires it to Sean Kelly at first. Still no score after 2 innings. Heritage would take a 1-0 lead in the top of the fourth, but Liberty comes right back in the bottom half as Tristan Ainsworth flies one to center field. Tagging up and scoring from third is Chase Formosa, and the game is tied at 1 after 4. The Patriots retake the lead in the sixth as Jason Stevens lines one to left field for a base hit. Tyler Williams comes in to score, and it's 2-1 Heritage Patriots. Then it's Trevor Thomas adding on to the lead with a fly ball to left field. Aiden Rangel tags up and scores from third base, and it's 3-1 Patriots. Liberty gets one back in the bottom half. Sean Kelly smacks the ball to deep center field for a double. Chase Formosa comes in to score again, and it's 3-2 Patriots after 6. Heritage gets a run on a bases-loaded hit by pitch to start the seventh. Then it's Stevens hitting a fly ball to center field. That's good enough to score Tyler Williams, and it's 5-2 Heritage Patriots. 2 down in the bottom half now, and Austin Krajl fields a slow grounder and fires it to Stevens at first for the final out as Heritage pulls into a first-place tie with Liberty. Highlights from Game 2 later on in the show, but here's Jason Stevens after the game.
This game means a lot. This game dictates a lot of our next game. Is B-Val title. Now we go fight for the next game and beat them again.
In Brentwood with the Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Adrian Soriano, 49ers Cal High Sports.
Senior day for Berean Christian, and the dads all showing their skills, tossing out the first pitch. Great pitching all afternoon. This is Berean's Luke Upshaw getting one of his 4 Ks. Luke giving up just 3 hits in the game. On the mound for Northgate is Nate Luz, the senior lefty here with one of his 13 strikeouts in the game. Scoreless in the third as Blaine Ballard rips a solid single to left, but he would not score. Bottom 3 now, Berean with a runner at first, but Luz throws to first. Robert Jurado then fires to second, where Luke Dress applies the tag, and we stay scoreless. Bottom 4 runner on for the Eagles as Josh Warner drives a solid single to left. Berean with runners at first and second with 2 out, but did not score. Top 5 for Northgate as Connor Weidel drives a liner up the middle. It's a single for Connor, and that turned out to be big, because with 2 down, Shane Malloy knocks it to short. When the ball gets through, Weidel races around third, and Connor is safe at the plate with the only run of the game, 1-0 Broncos. Bottom 6, Berean with a runner on, but the Broncos go Dress to Weidel to Jurado, and that's a nice-looking double play. Same score, bottom 7, 2 down, and here is Lou's 13th strikeout to end the game and give the Northgate Broncos the Diablo Valley League title under first-year head coach Lou Cesario. A huge game on the mound for Luz, who gets his 5th win of the season, a 4-hit shutout.
It's the NCS Division I championship game as top-seeded Northgate hosts third-seeded Amador Valley. Ivan Garcia with the highlights. Broncos looking to extend the 5-point lead. First hit gets blocked. Austin Chan with the pass to Zion Hupp. Another to Trey Broussard, who slams it down with authority. Northgate takes set 1, 25-17. Don's looking to regroup in the second set. Ryan Burry dives. Nick Nyack sets Max Ritter, who meets the Broncos at the apex. Amador Valley up 11-8. But the Broncos rally. Hupp sets the Connor Hars, and the junior brings down the Thunder. One of his 12 kills on the night, and the Broncos are loving it. Northgate wins the second set 25-21. Don's getting it done with defense as Nyack dives. Ryder Kukine bumps to Ritter, and the senior leaps up high to bring it down low. Maximum effort from the Dons to take an 18-13 lead. The Amador Valley seniors working hard to get to match point. Everett Wogsland sets to Nyack for the slam. Dons takes set 3, 25-22, but it was all Broncos in the fourth set, going on a 16-3 run. Hupp with the set to Hars with the perfectly placed ball that stays in bounds. Northgate wins the fourth set 25-15 and win the NCS D1 title. Congrats to Coach Peacock and the Broncos.
Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Morgan Chu from the Mill softball team. Morgan is an active member of leadership in ASB, where she plays a key role in organizing school events and spreading school spirit. Morgan Chu is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
And she is very organized.
Yes.
Yes, she is. D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week goes to Maya Davis from College Park. Maya with a sparkling diving catch it short for the Falcons. Maya Davis with the D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the volleyball team from Bellarmine, the Bells with a combined 3.4 GPA.
Coming up, the City League title game from Oracle Park as Lowell battles Lincoln.
And the Oakland League title game with Oakland Tech and Skyline. But first, here is this week's U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Softball Poll.
He's got nothing but an open field in front of him. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown, celebration, touchdown, celebration.
From the beginning, West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
West worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, West works for me.
West works for me wherever adventure takes us.
West Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests in our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Diamond Training and Development is the Bay Area's largest training facility. Our expert coaches with decades of experience will help you raise your game to the next level. Diamond Training and Development makes sure you stay safe while you train to keep you in the game. Our state-of-the-art equipment will help make your game better than the rest. For baseball, softball, and personal training, Diamond Training and Development will help you get the game you want. Start getting better today.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
We are Monta Vista Cheer and Palm. And you're watching 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by US Bank.
The top 2 teams in the City League each year get to play at Oracle Park thanks to the San Francisco Giants. Once again this season, the Lowell Cardinals make it to the title game after winning the regular season title with a perfect 15-0 record.
So they get to play in the Giants Stadium.
Yeah.
And who got to, do I get to shoot that? I want to go shoot it.
I don't think you do.
It's not me?
No, it's not you.
Who was it?
I think it's Nikon Shadoust.
The young guy? The new guy? He gets that?
The new guy.
The Cardinals taking on Lincoln in the title game. The Mustangs finished in 3rd place, beating 2nd place Washington for the right to play in the big stadium. And the game played after the Giants game on Wednesday afternoon, and neither one of us was there.
The City League final hosted at the home of the San Francisco Giants on a beautiful Wednesday evening. Julian Cook takes the mound for Lowell. Here's one of his 4 punch-outs to end the top of the second. Bottom half of the inning, Emerson Sakai sends a line drive to center field, and the ball gets lost in the city sky and will roll. Sakai turns on the burners and slides into third. 1 out, runners on the corners, a grounder to first. The second baseman, Jeremiah Arroyo, makes a grab and dives on the bag to get the out. Sakai scores. It's 1-0 Lowell. Top of the 4th, 2 out. Aiden Castaneda sends this one to right center. Wyatt Tolofsky scores from first on the Castaneda single to tie this game up at 1. Branson Darrington on fire in this one. He gets the batter looking on a 2-2 count to end the 4th. It's still 1-1. 2 out in the top of the 7th, runners in scoring position for Everett Carvalho, who hits a soft grounder to short. The throw to first is offline, and the umps will get together to decide if the first baseman's foot came off the bag, and they rule Everett is safe. Lincoln takes the lead, and the inning continues to allow Jamar Ronquillo to see the play, and the senior delivers with a base hit. 2 runs come in to score as Lincoln takes a 4-1 lead in the top of the 7th. 2 out in the bottom half. Here's a fly ball to center. Xavier Malizia puts it away, and the Lincoln Mustangs win the 2025 City League title as the Mustangs storm the field to celebrate the school's first championship since the 2004 season. Before these players were even born, Darrington goes the distance. Off to St. Leandro Ballpark for the Oakland League title game between Oakland Tech and Skyline. The Bulldogs strike first. Elijah Rucker shoots one into left field. That's a fair ball as Jordan Smith scores. OT gets one more on an error, and it's 2-0 Bulldogs after 1. Skyline gets in the hit column in the second as Elias Hartog goes the other way. Elias races into second for a 1-out double, but Oakland Tech gets out of it as Elijah Rucker gets one of his 9 strikeouts on the game here. Still 2-0 Bulldogs after 2. Tech gets a run in the 3rd to make it 3-0. Then in the 4th, Kalen Thomas executes a safety squeeze to perfection as Lee Shosani scores. 4-0 Bulldogs after 4. Bottom 6 now, and Marcello Matsui hits the ball to right field for a single. Dalen Thornton scores. Right behind him is Kalen Thomas. 6-0 Oakland Tech after 6. The Bulldogs 1 out away from the league title. Hayden Burton over to Lee Shosani for the final out and let the celebration begin. The Oakland Tech Bulldogs are Oakland League champions once again and punches their ticket into NorCal's. Elijah Rucker with 9 strikeouts for the Bulldogs.
Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Jake, tonight we meet an amazing badminton player whose family was rocked by some terrible news 3 years ago. That news changed his life forever. A busy Tuesday night at Bay Badminton in Milpitas. Playing on court 9 is Anderson Lynn, one of the top young players in the United States. Anderson has traveled the world with his parents representing his country, playing the game he loves. But early 2021, Anderson's mom and dad were both diagnosed with stage 4 cancers. His dad with lung cancer, his mom with breast cancer.
It was really shocking to hear because I was still in middle school and I didn't really know how to process it at that time. You're so young, and the thought of that your parents are being diagnosed with such a deadly illness is just, it's incomprehensible.
One person sick in your family, it's bad enough, but
Unfortunately, both of us are sick. It was very painful. There's no word I can describe how painful it is. Like, not only I'm worried about my own life, my husband, my best partner in the life, also facing the same thing.
The family moved back to Taiwan where their relatives still live. The treatments for both parents were going so well after 15 months, the three moved back to Fremont. But the treatments for Anderson's dad stopped working shortly after returning to the United States. Anderson and Ariel shared the duties of caring for the ailing Po Pin Lynn.
Towards the end, my dad's condition deteriorated pretty fast, and it required a lot of sleepless nights for me, because she would take care of him when I was at school or when I was at training, and then at night it would just be me watching over him.
And then I'm thinking about our child. Like, he was only 14. He was a very, very happy boy. I mean, he was very bright, always have a big smile on his face. But after that day, he grew up overnight.
After his father's death, badminton was an escape for Anderson.
I thought that badminton would just be my way out of everything, way out of school, way out of life. It was just a comfortable place to be at, and train every day, just keep my mind off of these things.
Ariel continues her courageous battle with cancer while working and supporting Anderson.
And every day it seems like it's a bonus to me. Yeah, I don't know how much time I'm gonna have. But each day it's like, every day I wake up and I was like, wow, great, I got another day.
Despite all the trauma, Anderson continues to thrive. He has a 4.3 GPA and will play badminton and go to college at UC Berkeley next fall. He has a simple philosophy.
Just work hard. I think a lot of people overthink the process. I think you gotta just put your mind to it and just work and grind, and when you're on the court, you play badminton. When you're off the court, you study, and it's just, you gotta know what to do at the right time and just plan it out and then just do it.
When Anderson lost his dad, he also lost his coach. Po Pin was a talented artist who gave so much to his son.
I miss him a lot, miss him every day, and think about him every moment. And I play badminton, and I try to live for him and honor him.
Anderson and Ariel are now a team, traveling the world for badminton and working to have a happy life.
It was just teamwork with me and my mom. I mean, she's the best partner I've ever played with and I've ever had. And it's just, she's been supporting me on and off the court my whole life, and I'm just really thankful for that.
Badminton is not the most, thing that I feel proud of my son. It's when he facing all the life obstacles, he's able to overcome. That made me proud, so proud.
We're all happy to know that Ariel is doing well in her 3-year battle with cancer. She told me her son is named Anderson because when they first came here from Taiwan, she watched CNN and watched Anderson Cooper. That's how she learned how to speak English, and plus she really likes him, so that worked out very well.
Hey.
So he is Anderson Lynn, and he's doing great.
That's the verdict.
Yeah.
Mary West Credit Union brings us the Mary West Merit Award, an award giving credit to Bay Area teachers.
Here is Lola Sierra from Cappuccino High School talking about her favorite teacher, Drew Bywater.
My favorite teacher is Bywater, my leadership teacher, because he works to support us to achieve what we can do and help the school.
Diamond Training and Development is an amazing baseball, softball, and training facility in Sunnyvale, led by former professional ball player and our good friend Adam Shorsher.
Each week, Diamond Training and Development brings us a diamond in the rough. This is a young athlete who is headed towards great success in their sport. This week, we recognize Jaden Proctor from the Freedom softball team. Starting at first base, Jaden is just a freshman and has an impressive .368 batting average with 3 dingers on the season. Jaden Proctor from Freedom, this week's Diamond Training and Development Diamond in the Rough.
Coming up, it's Liberty and Heritage Baseball one more time for the Bay Valley League title.
And the East Bay League title in softball as Livermore takes on California. This is 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick 6 is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For over 65 years,
Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives. Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
Earlier in the show, we saw the Heritage Patriots take Game 1 of the home-and-home series against Liberty behind a 2 RBI game from Jason Stevens, so that evened everything up.
Yeah, it evens everything back up, and this is a huge deal. Winner of this game takes home the Bay Valley League title, so there's implications with that, and you know what that also means?
No.
We have to send the Milpitas man back to Brentwood. Game 2 of this series, Heritage and Liberty.
All right, let's go back to Brentwood for the Bay Valley League title game between Heritage and Liberty. The Lions break through in the second as Tristan Ainsworth launches one to deep right field. Adios, pelota! A 2-run shot for the senior. It's 2-0 Liberty Lions after 2. Top 3 now, and Rain Miller drives one to dead center field. You can watch that one fly out of here. Rain's 3rd home run of the season as the Lions take a 3-0 lead after 3. Liberty breaks it open in the 4th as Miller grabs one up the middle for a base hit. Dylan Amaral scores. Here comes Ryan Hart. It's 6-0 Liberty Lions. Then later in the inning, Dylan Amaral hits this one through the infield and into left field for a single. Dominic Stabin is in. Right behind him is Tristan Ainsworth as the Lions score 8 runs in the 4th. It's 11-0 Liberty. Heritage gets one back in the bottom half as Alonso Alvarez swings and drives one to deep right field. See ya! A long home run for Alonso, and it's 11-1 Liberty after 4. But in the 5th, Rain Miller does it again! Rain with another shot to dead center. That ball is gone. Rain's 2nd home run of the day as the Lions take a 12-1 lead after 5. The Lions 1 out away from the league title, and it's Sean Kelly making the catch in foul territory, and that will do it. The Liberty Lions win the Bay Valley League title on the final day of league play. Rain Miller with a multi-home run game for the Lions.
The East Bay League Tournament Final is California hosting the 3-time defending champs, the Livermore Cowboys, with 2 in scoring position in the 3rd inning. Lane Mikowski lays down the bunt, and Sophia Garochi comes charging home for a successful suicide squeeze. Lane takes an open bag at 2nd, and the Cowboys would go on to take a 2-0 lead, and Livermore isn't done. Bases juiced in the same inning. Kerrigan Coates chops a base hit up the middle. Mikowski and Gianna Willis score on the Coates base hit. It's 4-0 Livermore. Bottom of the 3rd, Emma Gold leads off the inning, shooting a rocket out to the gap in left center. The freshman has herself a leadoff double. A sac bunt puts Emma on 3rd base for Jada Crosby, and the Fresno State commit hits a deep fly ball to left, and Gold scores on the sac fly, 4-1 Livermore. Same score in the top of the 5th inning where Livermore has a runner on first. Gold snags the line drive and throws to first for the double play. The freshman making plays in the field. but Livermore gets the next two batters on, and in comes pinch hitter Peyton Williams. Peyton only sees one pitch, and it was right in her wheelhouse. The sophomore breaks this game wide open with a 3-run homer. It's 7-1 Livermore. Cal trying to chip away at that lead. Runners on second and third. Haley King rips a base hit to left. 1 run scores. Eliza Garochi in left field nails the trail runner at the plate and shuts down the inning. Cal's Reese Steiner finishes 2 for 3 at the plate after she demolishes this ball to straightaway center. A stand-up triple for Reese, later scoring on a sac fly. But the Cowboys very happy to get pitcher Casey Norton back, throwing a complete game en route to Livermore's 3rd straight E-ball tournament title. The final out is a Makoski put out at shortstop, and the three-peat is complete. Meeting in the middle of the infield for a celebration and raising that banner. 7-4 the final score, the difference being that Williams 3-run bomb.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
These 5 student athletes are our finalists and will all split $10,000 in scholarship money at our end of the season awards banquet, courtesy of Lexus of Stevens Creek.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Alex Piscotti from the Granada baseball team. Alex, great on the mound and in the classroom with a 4.5 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Audiences adored this year's middle school production of the SpongeBob musical, the youth edition of the Tony-nominated show based on the beloved Nickelodeon character. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Coming up, it's the title game from the West Catholic League.
And Liberty looks to wrap up a league title against Heritage in softball. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Just like your coach, we'll be by your side helping you improve your skills. Our learning specialists are here to help you develop skills to improve your executive functioning, like breaking work into intervals and working in short bursts with breaks in between, using visual schedules to map out the day's activities and due dates, limiting procrastination by setting small, manageable goals to start tasks early and avoid last-minute rushes. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
West Catholic League title game with 2nd seed Valley Christian hosting 5th seeded Bellarmine. Top of the first, Ollie McNamara swings and lines a solid single to center, putting runners at first and second. 2 batters later, Dash Knight slaps it past short, racing around third, and scoring is Luke McNeil, and the Bellarmine Bells have a 1-0 lead after 1. Same score, top of the third, a runner on for Vincent Kim, who hits a looping liner to left center. It just gets by the diving center fielder. Racing around third is McNamara. He is safe at the plate, and the Bells have a 2-0 lead. Runners at the corners now for the Bells, trying to squeeze in the run, but a nice play by Warriors pitcher Cole Laubach, tossing to Jordan Ortiz for the out. Still 2-0 bottom 3 as the Warriors try to rally back. Brock Kettleson rips it up the middle past the diving shortstop to put runners at first and second. The Warriors score on a fielder's choice, but Christian Duarte, the Santa Clara commit, was awesome on the mound, getting the K to end the 4th. Top 5, and Vincent Kim sees the pitcher not looking, so he takes off for third. The throw gets away. Kim races for the plate, and he is safe. A heads-up play there. The Warriors get a man on the 7th, but the Bells go Kim to Drew McClellan to McNamara. That's a clutch double play. 2 down, and here is the final out as DJ Dunn fires over to first as the 5th-seeded Bellarmine Bells celebrate a thrilling win and the West Catholic League tournament title. A great game on the mound for Duarte with a complete game 4-hitter. The Bells going into the playoffs on a roll. 3-1 was the final.
Senior Day at Liberty as Isabel Mercado is being honored. Kate Skinner got off to a hot start. Here's 3 strikeouts for the outstanding junior. Yeah, she can throw straight gas. Bottom 2, runners on for Savannah Page, who hits a high fly ball deep right center. This ball hits the top of the fence for a double to bring home Madison Tuttle and Caitlin Macias. 2-0 Lions. More Lions in the 3rd. Bella Rice goes oppo, and it doesn't matter. This ball is gone. A 2-run blast for Bella. 3-0 Liberty. Lions look to add to their lead with the bases juiced. Here's a deep shot out the center, but Haley Schultz makes a wonderful snag to get the out. But those Lions continue the roar. Taylor Jennings smacks this ball. This ball is out of here. A solo shot for the sophomore. 5-0 Lions. 6-0 Lions in the bottom of the 6th. Make it 7-zip as Taylor Continente delivers with an RBI single to plate Macias, and Kate Skinner was outstanding. Despite allowing 6 walks, the southpaw was dealing 13 strikeouts, and in back-to-back appearances, she hasn't allowed a hit. And here, Macias records the final out, and when you win the Bay Valley League title, your coach gets a water bath. Back-to-back league titles for the Lions as Liberty goes on to beat Heritage 7-0. Venardi Zerata is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor umpire Don Langworthy. Don is a dedicated umpire working high school games for the past 25 years. Don does a great job with his consistency and positive attitude at every game. Don Langworthy, this week's Venardi Zerata hometown hero.
Great guy. Albany's Construction brings us the dirty work play every week. This is the play that shows us that same type of grit and determination brought by all the good folks at Albany's Construction.
This week's dirty work play goes to Matthew Timo from College Park. Heads up as he takes off for the plate and is safe. And that guy is really doing the dirty work. Look at him. Just like our good friends at Albany's Construction. Coming up, Piedmont Hills and Live Oak in the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week.
Ooh, we get to rumble for the crumble, and then we'll meet the Mountain View softball team and see the Spartans in action right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
Be a part of the biggest season of Earthquake soccer. The league's biggest rivalries. Soccer's biggest stars. All on the Bay's biggest stages. Race for impact.
This is perfect.
Grab your Hello Kitty jersey on June 8th. Giants baseball with a sweet twist. Giants baseball, nothing like it.
The Live Oak softball team is looking to go nuts and win the Santa Teresa League title this week. The Acorns with a perfect 14-0 league record.
Piedmont Hills comes into this game 2 games back and looking to keep their league title hopes alive. It's our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Jake was there.
All right, it's another edition of Rumble for the Crumble, and we're in Morgan Hill for this exciting Santa Teresa League showdown as Live Oak takes on Piedmont Hills. Live Oak just needs one more win to clinch the league title. Kayla Tuawitzki is having an outstanding season. She is hitting .448 with 30 hits and 21 runs batted in. Meanwhile, Piedmont Hills has a lot of talent on their roster. Be on the lookout for Ava Martinez. The junior is hitting .429 with 21 hits and 16 runs batted in. As a matter of fact, she'll be the starting pitcher in this one. Let's get this Crumble game underway, and the Acorns strike first in the second. Runner on third for Lizelle Herrera, who grounds one to short. Isabella Pasker gets the out at first. Quinn Holberg Dana scores. 1-0 Live Oak. The Pirates answer with some small ball in the third. Danny Pacheco lays down the bunt. Maya Medina gets the out at first as Ava De La Grande scores. All tied at 1. Pirates look to get the bats going in the fourth. Pasker cranks this ball out the left. One hop to the fence, and it's a stand-up double for the senior. Couple batters later, Ava Martinez shoots one out the left center for an RBI double as Pasker scores. 2-1 Pirates, and Ava is pumped. Jumping to the bottom of the sixth. Bases juiced. Kayla Tuawitzki hits a hard shot to short. Here comes the throw, and Cece Garcia is safe. We're all tied at 2. Next batter, Quinn Holberg Dana finds the grass for a base hit. 2 more runs score, and Live Oak has a 4-2 lead. The Acorns were locked in on defense. Here's a blooper out towards right, but Tulowitzki makes an outstanding catch to take away a knock. Troy's going to appreciate that. And for the final out, here's a grounder to Herrera, and Lozelle ends the game on senior day as Live Oak wins the Santa Teresa League title, beating Piedmont Hills 4-2.
As a freshman, it's like kind of like nice to know, and that I really love this team a lot. Honestly, I was just thinking for a base hit because I wasn't trying to do too much, get the run in to get us ahead.
In Morgan Hill with the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports. The Mountain View softball team is having a terrific season.
The girls talking about it with Jake at the Ricus Center before their game with Los Gatos this week.
And we are here at the Ricus Center for human enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the softball team from Mountain View High School. Make some noise! All right, so we're going to start off with Caroline Kim. And just a junior, she is hitting .345. So Caroline, just talk about how are you able to establish your confidence when you're in the batter's box?
I definitely want to have a plan before going into the batter's box and then clear my head of all negative thoughts and ideas or anything like that. And then definitely just to go up and swing and be aggressive.
Absolutely, and let me tell you know who's locked in? Allison Marcelino. She is hitting .410. She leads the team in knocks. As a matter of fact, she's dealing in the circle. I mean, you are having a stellar season. Can it be mentally tough when you're doing that on a daily basis?
Yeah, it definitely can be mentally challenging, but overall I think what really helps me just focus is having confidence. Pitching at every time I pitch against any batter, I expect I will strike them out, so that just really helps me.
The De Anza division has been a grind, and right now you guys are sit at third place in the De Anza division with Los Gatos on top of that list. And as a matter of fact, this team beat Los Gatos, and they handed LG its first league loss. So I'm with Courtney Napo. So what did you learn from that game when you faced them the last time, and what is it going to take for this team to get the sweep?
Well, last game we went in knowing that we could beat them and just treating it like any other game. And to beat them, we really just had to come together as a team and take it one at bat at a time, every play at a time. Because we need to just consistently do that and keep getting hits throughout the game if we want to come out with another win again.
Absolutely, ladies, thank you. And you're going to see the ladies in action as they go up against Los Gatos. Here are the highlights, but first, take us out with a break.
The regular season closer for Mountain View and Los Gatos played on Thursday afternoon. Olivia Sickles gets the LG bats rolling in the first on this line drive past the diving fielder for a stand-up double. Sickles moves to third, then on the drop third strike, Olivia is quick on her feet and scores 1-0 LG. Annika Norquist up with runners on. Annika hits this one into no man's land and it stays fair and kicks away. Kiara Kelly and Grace Tucker round third and score. It's 3-0 LG after one. Runners in scoring position for Leilani Tenielu. The junior hits a soft grounder. Here's the throw to first and she beats it. Casey Spalding scores to make it a 2-run game. Bottom of the second, here's Annika's little sister Ava hitting a line drive to center. 2 runs come in to score. LG leads 6-1 after 2. Runners on for the Whittier commit. Addie Sorto. Addie sends it down the right field line. Tessa Lilienstein and Rhea Sharma round third and score as Los Gatos wins this one. It's 11-1 final in 5 for a win on senior night. The Norquist sisters combined for 5 hits and 5 RBIs and the win.
Coming up, Piedmont Hills looking to lock down at least a share of the league title, taking on Prospect.
But first, here is the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Baseball Poll. The Piedmont Hills Pirates enter this week with a 1-game lead over Lincoln for first place in the Santa Teresa division. The Pirates needing to win to stay on top.
The Pirates taking on third place Prospect in the first of their home-and-home series played on Monday.
The Piedmont Hills Pirates taking the field as they take on Prospect Monday afternoon. The Panthers strike first. Kevin Joseph Ryden goes the other way for a base hit as Kyle Paulus comes in to score 1-0 Prospect. Next batter, Ethan Roth, and Ethan smacks this ball to left field. The ball takes a funny hop over the left fielder as Ethan makes it to second for a double. Here comes Ryden racing in from third, and Kevin Joseph will come in to score, and it's 2-0 Panthers. Dale Gertler keeps the line moving with a shot to left field for a base hit as Ethan Roth comes home. Prospect gets one more later in the inning, and it's 4-0 Panthers after one. Prospect on the board again in the third as Caleb Entwistle crushes one deep to dead center field for extra bases. Dale Gertler scores. Easton Stubelt scores. Right behind them is Wyatt Smith. Prospect gets one more later in the inning, and it's 8-0 Panthers after 3. Piedmont Hills breaks through in the fourth as Alex Bustamante laces one to center field. That falls in for a double as Alex Tran comes in to score. Then it's Logan O'Connell with a shot to center for a base hit as Julian Marin comes in to score, and it's 8-3 Prospect after 4. But the Panthers come right back in the fifth as Kevin Joseph Ryden drives one to deep center field. That ball is way out of here. A 3-run shot to dead center for Ryden as Prospect goes on to win it 13-6 to go to 16-9 on the season. Ryden with 5 RBIs for the Panthers.
Presentation High School San Jose's all-girls high school presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's female scholar athlete is Lola Sierra from the Cappuccino High School team. She has a sparkling 4.17 GPA.
Families choose Presentation High School to give their daughters the all-girls advantage, an environment designed to empower young women to thrive without barriers or distractions. Research shows all-girls schools foster confidence, leadership, and academic excellence. 87% of girls in these settings say their opinions are respected, compared to just 57% in co-ed schools. This also encourages students to explore new opportunities, with graduates being 6 times more likely to pursue STEM in college. At Presentation High School, girls excel academically, athletically, and socially. Discover the all-girls advantage. Schedule a tour today at presentationhs.org.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy Play each week. This is a play in a game that makes everyone happy.
This week's Be Happy Play goes to the Liberty Lions, recording the final out and clinching their second straight Bay Valley League title. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com.
Vroom, vroom. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital. Talk about college costs, scholarships, and the importance of saving for education. See if your digital banking app has personalized dashboards so you and your teen can track savings towards a college fund.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. It's the play we thought was the very best from all the plays this week.
And this week, too, at the banquet, we gave away the plays of the year.
Right.
For Service by Medallion. They got the belt and everything. We'll show you that next week. But right now, here's this week's Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
Let's start play of the week with Livermore's Eliza Garoche firing an absolute strike to the plate to nab the trail runner, but the play of the week has to go to Live Oaks' Kayla Tulowitzki. What a diving catch out there! One more time in slow motion. Kayla Tulowitzki, your cousin Troy will be proud of this one. You just won the play of the week. Woo!
That's the play of the week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Jake Vanderbrook. Join us next week where we take you behind the scenes of our 2025 award ceremony. That and incredible playoff action next week. See you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You will also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.